What's going on, everybody? Claudio here, and welcome to another behind the scenes video. It's been a while since I've recorded one of these videos, and if you haven't watched one of my behind the scene videos, just kind of look through my videos and you'll see it's usually where I do review of gear. Many companies will reach out to me and ask me if I can review their products, and gladly I do. And sometimes I will keep the product or I'll just give it away. In this case, I've asked the company to actually share with me 2 of these products, so I actually will be giving 2 of these away separately. So if you stay tuned till the end, I'll give you directions on how you can win one of these. And what am I talking about? Is this right here. It's an LED key light. You can see it right there. It is made by VIJIM and Ulanzi. So let's go ahead first off and let's open the box and see what's inside. So let's see. Not really be able to see that well. I'll pull up the box here. Nicely apportioned. I don't know if that's the right word, but foam and everything. So let's go ahead and take these out. So we have a telescoping stand here, a clamp right here that you can use on a table, and then the actual light panel. We have an USB-C cable. I do like that it's USB-C. And then there's a controller here. And then we have the ball head here, which we're going to attach to the bottom here. So let's go ahead and move some of this stuff out of the way. Let me move this box and let's go ahead and just drop it down here at the bottom. Let's start setting this up. So hopefully, let me see if I can show you. This right here is the actual C stand right there. And what we'll do is loosen this up and hopefully be able to see from my table, or my desk I should say. And let's see how this fits. I'm looking at my screen there. There we go. I've got a lot of room down here because of my setup here. We'll clamp this up and all right, pretty sturdy. I didn't mean that to rhyme, but it did. And so we have, let's see here, we'll loosen this up and let's see. I'm having a hard time doing this here. Let's see, that's the ball head. And let's see, I'm just gonna go ahead and unscrew the whole thing. Maybe I'm just not making sense of this. Oh, there we go. You just pull it out. So let me clamp this back up. At first glance, it seemed like it didn't want to open up. I guess that's a good thing. Okay, if I can get this screw back on. There we go. All right. So it's just really by pressure. So there's no, this right here, it just loosens the whole telescopic pole from the clamp. So let's see, it's about, to my arm length here, about 24 inches or so. So let's bring this down and let's go ahead. And so we have, like as I mentioned, we have another ball head right here that we can use. But since this one already has one here, I don't think I'll clamp this up. But this is something that you could probably use with another stand that you'll have. So you can go ahead and screw this on. It's got the standard 1/4 inch thread by 20, you know, the standard photography and video stand. So you can rotate it around or put it on a cold shoe mount as well. So you can put it on top of a camera. Pretty big light. So let's go ahead and attach it here. And actually, I'm gonna also show you, you can use this vertically. So it's got the thread right here and it's got the thread right there. So either way, I'm gonna go ahead and do it this way and just going to screw that in. And this is 5 volt. It's like 2 amps, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see here. Now this turns around like this. You can pretty much go in any direction and up or down right there. And so let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and move this up. Actually put it about right there, so not too far up. I'll go ahead and shoot it away from me. And now this right here, it looks like it's a magnet little plate here that you can tape on. Just remove this. I won't do that since I'm giving this away. But it looks like you can just mount it to the back of this. And this right here, as I mentioned, is just magnetic. So you can just set that on right here in the back and it will stay on. This right here does not have its own built-in power. So that is where this USB-C cable comes in, and it's a pretty generous length, 3 feet. And so it is USB to USB-C. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug that there. So if you have a battery backup like this right here, you can plug that in there. Or if you have a USB port on your computer, you can do that. I'll just go ahead and use this here. That's one thing I would have loved for this to have its own built-in battery, make it rechargeable. So let's go ahead and power this up. And let's see, I think I have to turn on. So it's got a little indicator light that it's powered. And when this went to sleep, that pretty much went to sleep. So let's see, hold it, there we go. You should see right there, it's lit up. And so if I got the remote, let me see, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's see, I have to probably pick the right channel. Looks like it's got 10 channels. Let's see if that turns it on. Nope. That one, nope. I'm just switching between channels. And if you're like me, just trying to, whatever works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. So all else fails, just use the buttons in the back. There we go. So we've got intensity. Let's see here. Press the M to switch color. There we go. I think I just saw it switch. Press M key to switch brightness, color, temperature. Okay, so maybe there we go. So you can tell, you might not be able to see from there, but it's got the cool color there. So you can see my hands are kind of orangey. Hopefully you can see that. And if I brighten that up, then I go from the warm to really cool, 9,000 Kelvin. And if I switch here, then that brings the intensity down, all the way down to off, and then super bright. So it's a nice light right here that you can use for an additional, maybe a hair light or face. So right now, this light right here, I'm just looking up to make sure this is the light coming from my main light. And then this right here, so I'm gonna stand back here so you can see, and I'll go ahead and turn it off. Let's see, I think that's the power button. There we go. Now it's completely off. So now we're gonna turn it back on. And there we go. So now, kind of looking at my monitor to make sure. So there you have the light, kind of how well it looks. Now, if you wear glasses like I do, you want to angle it so it doesn't take glare on your glasses. And a little secret here for those of you who wear glasses, if you have an extra pair lying around like I do, take out the lenses and you'll never have any glare. So that's a little extra tip. But there we go. So this is the VIJIM in collaboration with Ulanzi LED key light. Now, I think this would work nicely for some, YouTube channel. If you're getting started with YouTube, nice, great light. As you can see how it's lighting me up. Now, obviously I have it right up here to my face. I wouldn't put it that close because you kind of want this out of the way, but it can work in a pinch. Maybe you're taking a vacation or trip. You need a light like this with you for your videos in your hotel room or a conference room. This might fit that key just nice. And now for the giveaway. If you've stuck through this video, first of all, thank you so much. Thumbs up to you. And if you look at this information over here, you'll be able to fill out and enter for a chance to win one of 2 of these lights. Thank you so much for watching the video. And as always, be good to one another. Peace.